It was cold evening and busy city lights reflecting behind electronic sitting in a dim lit bar. He nursed his third glass of whiskey, hoping to down the edges in his heart. Rajan, why did you do this to me? To himself, tears threatening to spoil at the far end of the bar. John Jungkook sat scrolling thoughts his phone, his face as impassive as ever. He was not a fan of bars, but stressful day. The company had lied him here, where Flashback. The hung stormed into Jin's apartment, his face flushed with anger and June on the couch looking irritated but quickly met it with indifference. Hey, what are you doing here? June asked, sitting up. What I am doing here? Jung throwing his phone onto the table, explaining this. June glared at the photo where a photo of him someone else was displayed. His expression faltered for a moment before he nervously "This is not what it looked like. Not it looks like." The hung shouted in his voice shaking, then explaining why you were with someone else when you promised you love me. June stood up, his voice defensive. It was a mistake, okay? It didn't mean anything. A mistake. The voice cracked. His chest tightened. Do you know what I've been through? How much I trust you? Calm down, John said, stepping closer. You are overreacting. It was just one night. One night, the hand interpreted, his eyes laced with tears. Do you even realize how much that one night destroyed me? I gave you everything, June. Everything? Johnson running a hand thought his hair. Look, I didn't mean for you to find out like this, but maybe you are not working out. Then frozen at the word hitting him like a punch to the gut. Not working out? That's your excuse for cheating? June face hardened. You are too much sometimes, Tahan. Always so dramatic, always needing attention. Maybe I need a break. Tahan took a step back, his heart breaking further with his words. A break from what? From someone who loves you unconditionally? I didn't ask for this drama, John snapped, crossing his arms. Maybe you should leave. Rehung stared at him, the man he once thought he knew. You are unbelievable, he said quietly, his voice trembling. June didn't respond, turning away as if the conversation bored him. Tehang laughed bitterly, wiping a tear from his cheeks. You know what, June? You didn't just destroy me. You showed me exactly who are you, and I'll never forgive you for it. Without waiting for a response, Tehang turned and walked out, slamming the door behind him. Outside, the cold night air stung his face, but it was nothing compared to the pain in his chest. He pulled out his phone and dialed Youngie number, his hands shaking. Youngie home. Tehang was back as soon as his friend picked up. I need you. Where are you, Thay? Youngie calm voice asked. Concern evident. Tehang gave him the address, tears streaming down his face. He cheated on me, Hyung. I was never enough for him. You are enough, Tehang, Youngie said firmly. I am coming to get you. Stay where you are. As Tehang waited, he promised himself he would never let anyone make him feel this way again. End of flashback. Taehang is alone in the club as Yoongi was busy with his mom who was in the hospital. The bar was dim, filled with soft and of glasses. Jungkook sat at the counter sipping his in when arrived nearby. A handsome Jungkook turned to see Taehyung, usually drunk, leaning aside the counter with a mischievous smirk. His cheeks were flushed and his eyes sparkled. Thought they carried a hint of sadness. Do I know you? Jungkook asked, stone cold but curious. Yes, Duna, I am Kim Taehang and you? Jungkook did not respond. Taehang said, stumbling closer, and you are gonna make me feel better tonight. Jungkook raised an eyebrow, setting his glass down. You be drunk? Go home. Taehang ignored him, resting a hand on Jungkook's shoulders. Come on, Mr. Serious, don't you want to have some first, just for a little while? Jungkook signed and Taehang sang gently but firmly. No, I'm not interested. Sit down before you embarrass yourself. But Taehang was not backing down. Please, he whispered, his voice softer now. I just want to forget everything for a while. Make me forget, Jungkook. How do you know my name? Jungkook asked, surprised. I heard the bartender say it. Taehang replied, leaning in closer. His breath smelled of alcohol and his words were a mix of boldness and desperation. You look like someone who doesn't care about anything. That's exactly what I need right now. Jungkook's jaw tightened. He could see the pain behind Taehang's teasing smile, but he was not the kind of man to take advantage of someone in this state. I am not your solution, Jungkook said, his voice firm. Taehang on his lip, trembling. Why not? Don't you find me attractive? Taehang bubbled, his skin threatened to give out. Jungkook's hand and stood, catching him before he fell. Come on, Jungkook said, his tone gentler now. I'll call you a cab. I don't need your pity. Taehang bubbled, thought he didn't arrest Jungkook. He studied grave. It's not pity, Jungkook said simply. It's the right things to do. I don't want to go anywhere if you can't. What I want, just leave me, Taehang said. Jungkook exclaimed sharply, watching Taehang off his feet outside the club. The men were too drunk to stand properly. alone make any decision. Jungkook, who usually avoid messy situations, found himself guiding the younger man to his late black car. 6. Jungkook order opening the passenger seat. Taehyung plopped into the seat, looking up at Jungkook with the glassy eyes and pout. "You are so handsome, Taehyung. Why don't you just make me feel better?" Jungkook ignored the comment, closing the door before walking around to the driver's seat. He climbed in and glanced at Taehyung, who was now leaning towards him, playfully at the dimple on his lip. "Why are you sitting so far? Come closer," Taehyung whispered, his finger reaching for Jungkook's arms. Jungkook crossed his waist gently but firmly, his tone calmly at "Stop it, you will regret this in the morning." "I won't," replied his voice almost pleading. "Please." Jungkook's hand pulling out his phone and dialed a number. The call connected after a few rings. "Mr. Jeon," came Hobby cheerful. "Why, it's late. Is everything alright? I need you to prepare a marriage contract and bring it to the Jeon mansion within an hour," Jungkook said, his voice as cold as ever. There was a pause. "A marriage contract?" Hobby asked, confused. "Sir, are you seeing someone? Do you have a secret lover?" Hobby Jungkook cut in, his tone sharp. "Just do as I say. No question. Understood?" "Sir," Hobby replied hesitantly before hanging up. Jungkook leaned back to him in his seat, rubbing his. The driver entered the car and glanced at Jungkook for instruction. "Drive home," Jungkook ordered, glancing at Taehyung, who was now looking out of the window, mumbling incorrect words. As the car began moving, Taehyung turned back to Jungkook, his eyes filled with a mixture of desperation and sadness. "Why are you so cold? Don't you like me?" "It's not about liking you," Jungkook replied, his gaze fixed ahead. "You are drunk. You are not thinking carefully." "I am," Taehyung instead, leaning closer again. "You are the first person who's been nice to me tonight. Please just help me forget." Jungkook turned to him, his expression and forget what. "Everything," Taehyung whispered, tears blinging in his eyes. "My life, my heartbroken, all of it." Jungkook's hand running a hand at his hair. He had never been good at dealing with emotion, especially not someone else. At something about Taehyung started something for in him. Sometimes he couldn't quite name. "You will forget this night too," Jungkook said quietly, "and I don't plan on being one of your regrets." Taehyung stared at him, blinking slowly as the car pulled up. The Jian mansion. Jungkook stopped it out and helped Taehyung out of the car, his grip firm but gently. "Come on, let's get you clean up." marriage contract. Taehyung blink and then laugh. A marriage contract? Is this some weird villainous joke? Jungkook's expression didn't change. You want me to make you feel better, right? Taehyung little hesitate. Yeah. Jungkook was fast him as he said, sign this paper, we get married and I'll give you everything you want tonight. Taehyung stared at him, his phone. You are serious? Dead serious? Jungkook replied, pushing the paper towards him. Taehyung hesitated for a moment, then sadly, if I sign the, you will make me feel better. You will do whatever I want. Within reason, Jungkook said his tone unwavering. Taehyung's marker picking up the pen. Alright, Mr. Sear, let's see where this takes us. Without a second thought, his name on the line. Jungkook watched him carefully, his expression as Taehyung set a pen down and leaned back with a full look. There I am all yours, Taehyung said, playfully crossing his arms. Now keep your winter for the day. Jungkook stood, stepping closer to Taehyung. You really don't think thought to do. I don't need to, Taehyung replied by dropping to a whisper as Jungkook leaned in. You are here and that's all I care about right now. Jungkook was restless again. Taehyung he touched gently for someone so cold and are you sure this is what you want? Taehyung nodded his head as Jungkook just inches from him. I'm sure. With that, Jungkook closed the distance, their lips meeting in a slow. Taehyung had found their way to Jungkook, him closer as the night unfolded in a of passion. Their emotions over each other with an of them expected. Taehyung playfully melted into soft kiss and Jungkook gave way to warmth and tenderness. By the time they finally collapsed into each other, the moon was high in the sky. Taehyung and Jungkook, his finger lazy on his skin. Didn't think you actually go with this. Taehyung obviously neither did I. Jungkook admitted his voice low. They drifted off to sleep. The sign contract lay forgot on the beside table. Next morning, the first ray of sunlight lifted through the large window of the luxurious bedroom. Taehyung his head on a room, the effect of the slowly opening his eyes, he found himself in an unfamiliar room with expensive furniture and what that Taehyung was sitting up, clutching his head, his heart reached as he the room. Where am I? Memory of the night before flashed in his mind in peace. The club, the bar, a cold but handsome man, and his eyes widen in panic. No, he murmured, jumping out of the bed. This can't be real. He was about to open the door when a sound stopped him. The bathroom door opened and Jungkook stepped out, his hair down from the shower, a towel wrapped around his waist. Taehyung His well tone is sharp gray linen on Taehoon, who frozen in place like a deer crossing. You awake? Jungkook said calmly, his teeth were sending shiver down Taehoon's spine. How's your head? Taehoon blinked, struggling to find words. Who are you? And what I am doing here? Jungkook raised an eyebrow, walking over to the you don't remember? Taehoon's mouth fell open as he looked at the paper again. Noticed his drunken, messy signature at the bottom. I was drunk. This doesn't count, right? This is a joke, right? Not a joke. Jungkook replied, his voice calm but firm. I don't joke around contracts. Taehoon's hand trembled and he closed the paper. Why would I do this? Why would you do this? We don't know each other. You wanted me to make you feel better, Jungkook said. Even a wasted dresser, I gave you a condition and you agree. I kept my end of the deal. Taehoon felt a mixture of emotion, confusion, frustration, and a sense of you are crazy, he said, shaking his hand. I need to leave. This is incense. Jungkook was stupid. He turned to the door. Leave if you want, but you will still be my husband on paper. You signed the contract. And frozen his back to Jungkook. This can't be real, he whispered. It's real, Jungkook said. His tone is just a fraction. Where you like it or not, you are mine now. Taehoon turned around, his eyes nodding. I don't even know you. Why would you marry someone like me? Jungkook stared at him, his expression unveiled. Let's just say I had my reason. Now get dressed. We breakfast is an hour. With that, Jungkook walked out of the room, leaving Taehoon standing there, clutching the contract in his mind. What have I gotten myself into? Taehoon whispered back into bed as his heart pounded in his chest. After breakfast, Taehoon sat on the edge of the bed, the marriage contract still clutching in his hand. The confusion and frustration in his mind were unbearable when Mr. Jungkook returned to room dressed in a suit. Taehoon couldn't hold back anymore. Why? Taehoon asked, his voice shaking but firm. Why did you make me sign this? What kind of person just randomly marry someone they barely know? Jungkook looked at him for a long moment before letting out a soft sigh. We walked over the chair by the window and sat, his sharp gaze meeting Taehoon's confused eyes. I told you before, Jungkook said calmly. I had my reason, but if you really want to know, he leaned from resting his elbow on his knee. I always promised myself I wouldn't touch anymore unless they were my husband. Taehyung blinked, then taken aback. What? Jungkook tone didn't wear. It's a rule I set myself long ago. It's how I was raised. It's just some things I only wanted to share with someone I'm tied to by commitment. Then why me? Taehyung asked his voice shocked and now. Why would you marry someone you don't even know just because of night? Jungkook know that I don't do things lately after long. Taehyung finally explained, fine, I'll think about it. Jungkook slowed in expression and verbalizes his just his style. Good. You are free to stay here, but if you need space, I won't stop you from leaving. Just make sure you think carefully before making your decision. With that, Jungkook left the room, leaving Taehyung alone with his thoughts.